Alright folks, hey, welcome to online virtual learning here with Mr. B. Just want to say welcome. I'm trying to smile and be really happy, but this is also a very difficult time. We're all probably experiencing this a little bit differently. A lot of us have access to resources, some of us do not. Some of us have families that are struggling. Personally, I've had people in my family that have gotten sick. And so I get it. And so we're going to start this first week off by really just establishing some of our routines, daily check-ins, our office hours, when things are due, how to access these documents. That's pretty much today and tomorrow, and that's what I would hope for you to work on. Thursday, Friday, I'll have a couple other videos come up that are really just refreshers, but designed to get us familiar with this system, get us familiar with interacting with each other now in this online platform. Okay, so real briefly, how everything is going to look is essentially we're going to start our weeks. This week is a little different. It's a short week. It's small. It's a little awkward, but the remaining weeks will look pretty much just like this. You'll get a post on Monday and Wednesday. Assignments and everything is due by Friday. You'll have a schedule that I want you to bookmark into your into your Chrome browser. Just bookmark it. That'll have our weekly schedule. That'll have links to all the resources you need. I know that this is a very confusing and difficult and stressful time. So please reach out with questions. Okay, in a few minutes we're going to go over some of those documents and I'll show you all the places that you can reach out and talk to me, that we can meet with each other, that we can call and chat and do whatever office hour, study hall type things we need to do. So yeah, let's jump in. Everybody at this point, if you can pause the video and then go to Google Classroom and open up a few documents. So if you guys can, after you've paused, we're going to go over to Google Classroom. In Google Classroom, you'll see, I haven't posted it yet because I want to post it tomorrow with the video as well as all of your documents. But you'll see that you could open up your slide, the Google Slides. I'm not going to use them explicitly, but if you'd like to use them for reference, if you'd like to go back and see some of the things I've talked about, access your slides, okay? This is the document I want you to open. UD4P1, so Unit 4, Daily Packet, first one, okay? Go ahead and open that up, and you'll notice we have a full daily packet, just like we've been using for the last 3 months. First things first, okay? I'm going to scroll through the document, and I'm going to show you just all the boxes, and then I'm going to talk to you about those boxes and where you can find this information, okay? First box, CLO, right? In your slides, your CLO is posted. Go ahead and you just jump back in there, grab your CLO, type it into the box like we've always or have consistently tried to do. And so that's your first box. Your second box, throughout this video, throughout the week, if questions come up, type them in here. Okay, I gave you 3 things to start, but you could ask as many questions as you want. This would be good so that you could bring this document to our office hours and have questions ready to go. Third, we have your agenda for the week. So essentially every week you'll have a posting. I'm going to post something tomorrow instead of Thursday since our week is kind of weird. Everything will be due Friday. Okay? You're going to have office hour options in these 2 times. Okay, so on Wednesday from 10 to 11, I'll send out a link. You can access that link and we'll have a Google Hangout session. And it's a Google Meetup. We can have class, office hours, work through all the things we need to work on. Plus it'd be really great to see all your faces. I miss you guys a lot. And then Thursday we have from 2 to 3. So there's a couple differing time frames that you could choose if you like. Lastly, on Friday, I have office hours as well. The difference here is that you would actually click on this sign up sheet, okay? And then you would go and you would say, okay, Mr. B, I want to meet with you on April 10th because I don't get it, right? You would tell me that and then I know, okay, they want help with this thing or that thing. Now, we're going to go back into here and I want to touch base on this Google Voice, okay? Google Voice will be used specifically for questions that maybe you don't want to share in Google Meetup or Maybe your parents have questions, they have concerns, and they want to give me a call. Google Voice, office hour time, 1 to 2, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you can scroll down to box 4 for me, it's titled Vocabulary. We're going to keep going with vocab, and we're going to continue it in a format that we've done before, our Google slideshows, our vocab slideshows. So if you follow along on this document real quick, your Google vocab slideshow will be posted in Google Classroom, okay? And you have a couple weeks to work through this, and you'll notice that you need quite a few things, right? You need a definition, example sentence, you need pictures, you need a synonym or antonym, and if you can't find those, some words it's a little tricky, then you would want to do what we would call an example or non-example, right? Here's an example of the word being used correctly, here's an example of the word not being used correctly, okay? All words must be defined correctly and thoughtfully, right? And then make sure that you design it somehow, that it's not the same template that I chose to create for you guys, okay? That is due April 25th, so you have a couple of weeks. I would recommend every single day just add a couple words. Maybe you do all the words in one day and then go back and do all the synonyms and then the sentences. Whatever process works for you. Do it, okay? In number 5, the modeling box, this is really just a place for you to track me, right? This week it's a little different because our lessons are not exactly me teaching a text to you, right? This week really isn't about close reading, different texts, and annotating. It's really about setting up what is this going to look like, okay? So again, as things come up, as you have questions, mark them down up in that top box. Otherwise, for this week, this number 5 box really doesn't have a lot of weight, okay? Independent practice, okay? This week I want you to come up with 5 norms that you think you would want to or you are able to uphold while we do virtual learning, okay? So what that means, right, you would come up with 5 things, like maybe I will always check at this time, or I know I will come to this office hour because this works for me on Thursdays. Or I know I'm going to have difficulty, right? Number 2 says, tell me 3 things you might need of me or somebody else's assistance during this time, right? So maybe you're like, I know I can't access on these days. Please tell me that, okay? You're going to think through 5 that you can honor, right? I'm going to respectfully participate in classwork. Or I will, you'll come up with those things, and you'll come up with 3 things that you think I might need to know now that our situation has changed a little bit, okay? Number 7, for this week, there's some TDQs. These are really just checkers, making sure you know where to go, making sure you know what to access and where to access it. You'll answer, like we always do, in this box, just beneath the TDQs, okay? And then your free write journal. On Thursday, or truthfully any day this week that you have the time or the want, please begin adding into your free write journal. If you would like ideas for prompts, go to the slideshow, and our free write slide is in there. You can access it, get some ideas. Otherwise, talk to me about what's been going on. I haven't heard from you guys in a couple weeks. This would be a great first post for us to catch up, okay? And then last but not least, okay, in this last box in your slideshow, or I'm sorry, in your daily packet, is really just a reminder. And then last but not least, okay, in this last box in your slideshow, or I'm sorry, in your daily packet, is really just a reminder. Please subscribe to and bookmark our YouTube channel. If you use it, please subscribe and follow to our Instagram account. Fill out this daily packet completely, okay? So on Fridays when you turn it in, like, you can't be leaving boxes blank because I'm not there in class to see what you do or don't do. And so if I can only grade and I can only assess and I can only look at what you actually do and turn in, okay? Bookmark Google Classroom, make sure that's easily accessible. Bookmark your English virtual schedule. All right, last but not least, just making sure you get everything turned in by Friday. I will post a second couple videos tomorrow that will have our English schedule. Actually, I'll do the English schedule today. And then we'll have another couple videos on the vocab slideshow, ACEIT, Avid, and a couple other things just so that we can kind of get familiar with all of our platforms and this whole thing called online learning. I miss you guys. Please take care of yourselves. Have a good day.